I'm conscious.
Now what?
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Hold it. What you talking about, doctor?
How does the energy feel around you right now? Become aware, become conscious of the energy around you right now. How does it feel? Everything is perfect over here. If your energy isn't perfect, change it right now by saying, my energy is perfect. Everything I'm projecting right now is perfect. Say it. Say it. You can download this. The energy is perfect. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of I'm Conscious. Now what? I'm Derek Dunlap. And everything is perfect. Perfect. Sweet harmony. How can you say that, Derek? Somebody asked me. How can you say that in the state that the world is? Do you know Donald Trump is the president? Did you hear what happened to Hillary Clinton? How could you say that? Your uncle just passed away. He crossed over. All of the hungry people, the sick, the poor. How the fuck can you say that? Everything is perfect. I'll tell you how. Because I can imagine it. You see, as perfect. And whatever I imagine, and hold that focus. I mean, really hold on to that focus. Whatever I imagine, it must. It's infallible. I know right now. Nobody can take it away from me. The Matrix can't take it. It's in accordance with the law of cause and effect. For every cause, there's an effect, and for every effect, there's a cause. Whatever I imagine, it has to project as so. Everything is perfect. Just grasp that, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started. I'm stuttering. The energy got me shaking. I'm going to share some. I'm going to share some energy. The energy is not coming through my hand. I'm just putting my hand up as a focal point. I'm going to share some of this energy with anyone who wants to receive. Feel the energy. Focus on my energy. You got to feel this energy. It's perfect. Type in the chat when you feel the energy. Those of you who can feel the energy, how does it feel? Woo! Woo! Let's get some stuff out of the way. I love you guys. Did I tell you I love you? I love you. I want to acknowledge a very, very special person. And you're special. Of course, I'm sugarcoating it. You are special. But I want to take the time to acknowledge you because you walk the walk and you talk the talk. Right? You're doing your part. And we got another new patron, someone who has joined us. It's our platform. They felt the energy. They see our vision. They're here every week and they like the momentum of the little energy that we're creating. The name, Liam Haggerty. Liam Haggerty is another brand new patron. He's supporting our platform, ladies and gentlemen. He's supporting our platform. Listen, do I gotta say this? Do I? We just spent 50 million. Well, I won't say we because I didn't take part in it, but $50 million in turkeys was spent a few days ago. $50 million in turkeys. Liam, thank you, Mr. Haggerty, for supporting us on our goal to build our own social media platform. It's coming. It's on the way. You know why? Because I imagined it. I already saw it. The I Am Conscious app. I already saw it. I had it in my hand. I was playing with it. I imagined it. And it must be. If you want to jump on this energy, this surge of energy, right up under this video, there's a link. There's a Patreon link. You guys asked for it. I delivered. A Patreon is just you doing your part. If you feel led to support I'm Conscious, now what? There's a Patreon link. Do as you will. Do as you're led. Also, it ain't just monetary, see? Hit the like button. Or if you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Do something. And take that link right up under this live stream. It says share. Just the little things that help. It says share. When you click on that, it's going to give you a little link. Take that link and put it on your social media platforms. Hey, have you guys seen this? Great energy here. Whatever you want to type, share it. We appreciate it. We love you for it. Moving on. Let me get over here. I ain't forgot about y'all. Let's get over to the chat. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, I ain't forgot about y'all. Let's get over to the chat. Ah, that was cool. Little echo right there. All right, I need to see the hearts. If you in the chat, let me show some love. We got Dizzy in the chat. And of course, I got my Maroon glasses on. Green Shiz is in the chat. Kim G is in the chat. Kristen Gross is in the chat. AF is in the chat. Princess is in the chat. Agent Davy is in the chat. I love you. Wolfie Plays is in the chat. Melody. Oh, Melody. I love those hearts. That is sweet, Melody. How did you do that? Blake is in the chat. Andrea's in the chat. Chris Smith. What's up, man? Taisha is in the chat. Ugly. Casanova. Oh, man, these names are killing me. JH is in the chat. Antonio, I Get Buckets is back with us. Welcome. What's up, Kim? Kim, how was the turkey? How was your turkey? And I say that with fun. No judgment. I know you love turkey. Ain't nothing. Hey, I loved turkey too. Okay. So our topic, we got to jump on topic because you guys know I can run. And I just want to tell you guys, I want to show you something. Can you guys see this? This is where all of the content, these are my writings, daily writings. And this information that I'm going to share with you today came from the etheric realms. Okay. I made it. It's habitual now. It's just a part of me. I'm going to set this up here. It's just a part of me. When I return from these higher levels of consciousness, I write everything down immediately. And that's where I pull my information from. And I also down information from some of the calls, for some of you guys' calls. That's where it's coming from. All right. So if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to, I don't want you guys to think that this is scripted, because it's not. I just take very, very detailed notes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is simple. When you get what I'm going to talk about today, when you get this and you zero in on this, and I mean, you grab it like it's yours, I'm going to just put it out there right now. Your life is going to get crazy, crazy, cool, fantastic, perfect, exciting, even more exciting, because I know it's exciting now. When you just own this, I mean, just hold this frequency as long as you can. Don't turn nothing on. Turn your fucking cell phone off after this show. Because when you get this, it's going to get crazy, because it's crazy for me right now. Just mind-blowing crazy. The hidden power of imagination. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? Sounds so simple. It is. It's power. Let me just say this. Your imagination is here to create your life. Your imagination, the power, that tool, your imagination is here to create your life. Non-physical and physical. Your life. To create your experience, to generate the reality you experience, and then make physical. That's what your imagination is here to do. It always has been, always will be. Imagine, just take for a minute, just take a minute and imagine consciousness as a field of infinite, endless, of three-dimensional, you can say, or four-dimensional, or fifth-dimensional fields of conscious energy. Visualize that, of conscious energy. Now, inside of this field, there are endless. You got the field? Now, look inside of that field. This is what I saw this morning in the astral realm. Look inside that field of endless energy, conscious, intelligent energy. Look inside, and there are endless, infinite, parallel, probable realities. Infinite realities inside of this word that we named it imagination in English. In which out of all of those infinite, hold that frequency, all of those infinite, intelligent, probable causes out of all of them. We're only utilizing one right now. We're on one of them right now. As you imagine, you're imagining the words that I'm saying. Some of you are doing it consciously, on purpose. You're painting your own picture from the energy that I'm putting out. And some of you are doing it unconsciously, but you're imagining, you're shaping your life, what we would call your future, your reality. This is just, this physical realm is just what I call one option of infinity. One option that I can use, this reality. This is what I'm learning. This is what I'm feeling on my journey. Everything is perfect. It's just one option. A lot of football games, football season. Imagine just using, those of you who play sports, or even if you bake, or those of you who do hair, whatever your occupation is, whatever you do best, just imagine using one option all the time to try to win at what you do. In this dense, heavy, physical reality. Just imagine that. We're using right now one option of infinity. So when you're using your conscious mind, your conscious imagination, whether consciously or unconsciously, to tune in to a parallel or co-existent reality, that's what we call it. This is what we coined in 2016 as our imagination. It's coined. Oh, imagination. But 3D is reality. And this is where the turbulence is kicking in. I saw it so clearly. This is where the struggle, what we name struggle, it's really not a struggle. It's just a misinterpretation, a redirected, I got a lack of words, use of energy. There you go. A redirected use of energy. Let's break this down. Let's go into this a little more. Our imagination has been strategically downplayed by this little horrible, I call it, lingering word called just. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You've been having conversations, or you've been on this journey, and you've been experiencing some incredible things. Your life is changing just from the energy from our own energy on this show. A lot of you, I read your comments, I jump on the chat. Your life is changing, some faster than others. And you start to share this because you feel this energy, you feel this power, you feel it. You just feel great. Everything, I'm aligned with something. I don't quite know what it is yet, but God, I'm on it. I can feel it. We're right here. We're right on the brink of something. Just, we don't have the English to explain it. And you get so excited, and somebody will say with the snap of a finger, that's just your imagination. They try to snatch that shit right from you. Energy vampires, because they don't understand. They don't understand what's going on, what they're stealing from us. Not even against our free will, with our free will. They're stealing our imagination. The creative tool that we use to manipulate and construct and start to form this conscious energy that we are and shape it into three density, which is where we are, which is one option. Is everybody with me so far? All right, cool. Let's dig a little deeper. I got a big ass shovel. Let's go. Let's dig a little deeper. What I'm experiencing right now is I want you to visualize yourself waking up in the morning. And the first thing a lot of you do when you wake up in the morning is you get out of bed and you head straight to the restroom. Restrooms is public. The bathroom is we were raised. The bathroom. You go straight to the bathroom. You handle your business and you look in the mirror. You look in that mirror and you look in that mirror. And the only thing that mirror is doing at the time when you're looking into that mirror is reflecting. Are you guys with me? Right? The energy that you are projecting. It's reflecting the energy that you are projecting. The mirror has no changing power or abilities. It can only reflect what you are projecting. You can't change nothing in the mirror. I haven't. Now, I don't know, maybe in, 30 with the way technology is going now. Does anybody out there have a mirror where you can start erasing shit when you look in it, like you can erase shit? Is that out yet? I don't know. It might be out. I don't have one. My mirror the only power that most of our mirrors have, all of our mirrors have right now, is the ability to reflect whatever energy we're projecting, which is in what? The illusion of physical form. All right? Now hold that. Now let's bring this into context now. Your imagination. God damn it, I got it. Your imagination is the reflection. Is the projection of your reality, which in return, this three-dimensional plane is the reflection of your imagination. Did you catch that? It's just a mirror. 3D is just a mirror of what's within. Grab it. It's so fucking simple. Just grab it now. I know we've been programmed. I know we all fucked up, some of us, but just grab that. Just grab that right now. Your imagination, the shit that's in your head, some of our heads, is projecting in a non-physical, infinite perspective place. It's infinite. I don't think your mind can fuck with this yet, but I'm gonna put that out there. That imagination is infinite. In all this physical realm, this one realm that we in right now, that we hold so dearly, that's restraining us right now. It's like a restraint. If some of you know what I'm talking about, it's just a reflection. It's just like looking in the mirror in the morning. You can't change shit in 3D. Is what I'm telling you guys. You can't change nothing. Once it's reflecting, It can only reflect what you're projecting. All right? Just grab that. That's the first step, to understand that. And you ain't changing nothing in that mirror. That mirror is 3 density. It's this reality, these physical things that we see. We attach emotion to them. We try to change our lives physically. It don't work like that. It never did. I know we've been programmed to believe that. I know I sure did for 40 years. It don't work like that. That's why we all fucked up. It starts in your imagination, which is just a word that was tagged to downplay your true infinite abilities to change your existence. Not life, your existence can change with your imagination. Give you another example so you can grab this. I'm a simple guy. I have to be. It's all I have. I'm glad I'm simple. I love that about me. I'm simple. When you look up in the sky, see all of those innumerable stars and galaxies. I know they trying to count them, but they don't know. You can't measure infinity. How the fuck you gonna measure infinity, y'all? You can't measure infinite. The only way you can measure infinity is to sit in oneness with the divine presence of all, in the void of nothingness, and become infinity, become infinite in imagination. If you can get there, some of you been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the only way to measure infinity, is to become infinity. There's no instruments outside of you that could do that. It's all inside of you. We playing with some heavy power shit, ladies and gentlemen. You got it. You got it. Those stars up there, all of those galaxies are just a reflection of your imagination. Holy shit. What? 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 Woo! When you were a child and you came through your mom's portal, the womb of your mom, that divine feminine energy, and you hit this dimension, and you have to really think back, just really think back, go back to when you witnessed a birth. Or some of you can even go back to when you hit this dimension. I can't. For some reason, I can't pull that up going through my mom's portal and coming out, being birthed into this carnation. Not that exact moment. But you're all imagination. That's all you are. When you hit this dimension as that little baby, is imagination until that doctor smack you on your ass or prick you and take your blood. And that throat chakra kicks in. Ah, that vibration. That's that, we call it speech. But that's when that verbal vibration hits this frequency. And from that day, from that moment that that baby cries out and that throat chakra kicks that vibration, sends that frequency, that cause and effect into this dimension, that telepathy, that imagination is on the downcline right from birth. Because what happens? Start downloading programs unconsciously. Program to stay on this one fucking dimension. To make this dimension number one. And I'm telling you, it's infinite. I've been there. It's infinite. It's perfect. Nothing is fucking out of line. Nothing happens by chance. It's already done. I understand that first, the last, the beginning, the end, the alpha, the omega. I understand it. I get it. I get it. It's already done. It's infinite. But something, I used to say they, but they is so minute. But there's some powerful ass energy out there. Some call it the reptilians. Some call it the archons. Some call them demons. Some say Lucifer, the devil, wants to keep us trapped on one parallel timeline in the illusion of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 fucking days out of the year, right here. Oh, in the land of the free, the home of the brave, where anything goes, right? Scales unbalanced. See, when you sit in this perfect harmony of the universe, and you tap into that universal compass, that's what I like to call it. I love that universal compass. Once you get out of line with the universe, out of this oneness, this divine presence of all, you start to feel bad. I won't say bad. You start to feel the shift in consciousness, the shift of your energy going to either a lower or a higher vibration. But to say it so you'll understand it, you start to feel bad because we were taught good and bad here. All right. And if you see how this dimension is set up, there's a lot of traumatic experiences here that keep you focused and imagining fucked up shit. And that's why a lot of us are programmed and trapped, projecting F up. It's sneaky shit, but it's simple, right? It's simple. That little baby comes in full telepathy, all mentalism. That baby don't know no fucking English. You didn't know no English. You didn't know no color. You didn't know no right, no wrong. You didn't know none of that. Just go back. Take your consciousness back to a perfect infant baby. Don't know nothing about no money. Don't know nothing about no sex, no gender. Don't know nothing about no food. Nothing. It's all telepathy. It's all imagination. Anything is possible. Anything is possible to a young lad, a young child. Anything until we get a hold of them with our egos and our reincarnating trapped asses. We get them. And we infect them with all of the mental viruses and downloads. It is what it is. This is what's going on. I'm just doing my part, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just talking about it. Conscious chatter. Your imagination is a bad effort. So how do you change your life? How do you get out of this? How do you tap into the power? What is the power of the imagination? What is the power? I tell you again, just in case you missed it earlier. It is the device. It is the tool that we use to construct and create our realities. And a lot of us, I'm just here to wake you up. A lot of us, we've been deactivated We don't live out of our imaginations anymore. I'm just being honest. I'm so amped because that light bulb, my shit is on 10,000 watts right now. I got it. I just want to give it to you, those who will receive it. We have to begin to live out of our imaginations. We can no longer hold on to the programs and the downloads that they've installed in us for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We have to go back to our imaginations. Imagine yourself being anything that you fucking desire right now. Test it. All you got to do is take a deep breath. Blow out. Find your center. Third eye chakra. Activate my beams. And I'm imagining pure love. I'm imagining perfect will and desire. And I'm there, baby. I'm perfect. That's all it takes. And you can spend as much time as you desire in your imagination. You can start creating your life, creating your purpose, acting out your purpose. Let me tell you right now, why astral projection and astral travel and deep, deep meditation is so important. You got to get this. And I'm not one to say you got to, but you got to get this, ladies and gentlemen. You got to get this. You got to get this. I'm going to give it to you right now. You got to get this. If you don't pop out of that body in this incarnation, what do I mean? If you don't detach your awareness from your physical body in this incarnation, then you will repeat the reincarnation trap. And the reason being is, let me explain why it's so important for you to get out, to take the time, to take 2 to 3 hours a day to practice astral travel and astral projection. If you need assistance, we have courses. This is so imperative now. I could see this. This is your only way out of the reincarnation trap. And the reason why is because you get a preview. You get a sneak peek of what it's like in infinity. Yes, you still have a cord attached to the body. And yes, you go back into the body, but it's a sneak peek out of the matrix. Can you guys feel what I'm saying? It's a sneak peek. It's a preview of infinity. You're infinite. You're everything. You're anything that you can desire in the astral realms. Anything you think, it manifests instantly. It's a sneak peek of the other side that we all are going inward. You got to get this in this incarnation, or you're going back into the reincarnation trap because you've never been separated from the body. And when we have these astral projections, those of you who can astral project at will now, and I'm there now, at will, whenever I desire. took time, but I'm there now. And I'm not saying that to brag or boast, but it took will and desire to get there, to have purpose, astral projections. This is from my perspective. Now is not the time to be just flying around, and I'm guilty of that, in the etheric realm. Now is not the time to be just fucking around up there. Now is not the time, from my perspective of what I'm feeling, to be astro fucking. And I was guilty of that. I talked about it on the show. You see, I just use me as an example. It's not time, Derek, to be up there astro fucking. Now is the time to start practicing, or not even practicing, start creating your reality, your infinite reality. Start creating. Start creating your reality while you're there. Why not? Everything is instant. Start creating your reality. Because if you don't experience this creation ability, this power and your imagination, this power, if you don't experience it in this incarnation, then you coming back. You coming back through, because you will be, all you will have is the experiences in the physical to play in your life report. You won't have anything eternal, infinite. Nothing will show up. You've never experienced it. So you'll just have this life review, and it's all physical. You didn't make it to that next level. I'm trying to get this to you guys the best way I can. You don't have anything to detach you from the reincarnation loop. All you have is physical things, experiences. You've created nothing in the astral realms for you to reside. You haven't created anything. You haven't created any parallel dimensions for you to reside in the non-physical realm. So you go back to your next level of consciousness, which is 3 density. Take what you need, throw the rest out. It's important that you get out of body while you still got a cord attached to you, so you can slam back in body. That's what this is about. I know it's cool in the beginning. I did it. I was a fuck up in the astral realms. I raised my hand. I've done some things up there. But now is the time to start creating your realities. There. Create. I got mine right here. I can't show it, because somebody told me that they stealing everything that I put out. Minus. I'll give you a quick glimpse. It's already created. I can go there at will and sit in that parallel non-physical dimension. When shit get too hectic here, I'm out of here. I can sit there. And I practice sitting there with 2, not 1, 2 fucking Kirby vacuums running at the same time. So you can't fucking distract me. That's what it takes. That's why astral projection and meditations and yoga, a lot of different names, is so important. You have to create something on the other side in the etheric realm to move inward and not be caught in the reincarnation trap, because what we call death is just you separating from the body. That's all it is. And if you've been consciously astral projecting for 15 or 20 years in the physical, you're not going to be able to tell the difference, ladies and gentlemen. It's just an astral projection. But now you don't have to go back to the body, and you have infinite parallel universes that you created and participated on and experienced what? In your imagination, in your consciousness, and you can go to them. If you don't have that, all you have is this one dimension experience. Can you see that fucking trap? All you have is this one experience, this one incarnation, which none of us will ever get right, because it ain't about being right or wrong. It's about experiencing infinite possibilities. We're infinite energy, but we're caught. We're caught and trapped on one frequency. I can feel it now. The DNA in this body, the reptilian blood in this body that we have, it's in our DNA now. We're trapped. The light is coming from the moon. The moon. The last time I talked about, fuck it, I'm going to talk about it. The last time I talked about the moon, we got kicked off of YouTube, but I'm going to talk about it. The moon is the light. Is the holographic light, ladies and gentlemen, that we see at quote unquote death. If you're not a vivid astro projector or astro traveler, if you're not traveling the non-physical realms, you ain't gonna have no idea of this, what they call death. It's gonna be your first time popping out of your body. And you're gonna be directed up to the moon. It's the moon, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fucking moon, okay? It's not what you think it is. It's the moon. You're going back to the moon to be recycled energy for interdimensional parasites. We talked about it. They're going to show you everything you've experienced in 3 density. Everything. It's the life exam. It's the laws of karma. And they use that cause and effect. They use it. They show you your causes and effect. And you don't know anything else because you ain't never been out of your body. You've never had an astral projection. You never meditated. You didn't learn how to center. You were all 3-dimensional and your ass going back to 3-dimensional. I'm just telling you. In the best way I can, in peace and love. Oh, man, let's open up the phone lines. Let's open up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. 734-230-2744. I'm standing here all alone. I had to get that through. The imagination is powerful. That's where all of the power is. It's in your imagination. Imagine your life. Imagine where you want to be. Imagine what you desire, not what you want. See, I used to, and since I started this show, I used to think it was just our thoughts. You guys can remember me saying this. Your thoughts create your life. Thoughts are like, if I had to explain it, thoughts are like little taps on your shoulder, suggestions. I'll get a thought. Hey, Derek, what do you think about this? And then I'll think about it, right? That's like throwing a ripple in the water. Bloop, it makes a little ripple. That's a thought, right? But your imagination is the tool that you use to take that thought and create it into a physical, what we call a physical or non-physical reality. That's the imagination. Thoughts are just little tools. That imagination is the actual process of creativity. And we don't stay in it enough because we trapped in the physical. We trapped. They taking us out of our imaginations. We don't imagine shit no more. We Google everything. Picture this. When you get a cell phone, this shit is simple. Stevie Wonder can see this now. When you buy a cell phone, that cell phone don't come blank. You don't power that cell phone up and it's just a blank screen and you just add, the way that you want that cell phone. That cell phone comes loaded with applications. that you just sign off on. Yes, I could do this. It'll ask you. It's half of us don't even read it. It'll ask you, look, if you download this app, you know we're gonna tap into your webcam. We're gonna tap into your emails. We're gonna tap into your blood type. We're gonna tap into your bedroom. We're gonna tap into your smart TVs. We're gonna tap into everything, motherfucker. Do you agree? Accept or not? And we'd be like, accept. Them phones come with applications. When we're born into this dimension, this one dimension out of all of the infinite dimensions, we download it. We have applications that are put in us. And the only way to get out, I'm telling you, the only way to escape the matrix is to get out through your fucking imagination. You ain't getting out physical. You just looking in the mirror. You ain't escaping physical. You just looking in the mirror. And they're controlling your imagination. How? Artificial. AI, artificial intelligence, man. We trapped inside of a super powerful computer. It's true. Not physically, because all this shit is an illusion. What do I mean by super powerful computer? How are we trapped there? We're trapped inside of a super powerful computer program. The one that runs all of the internets, not just the internet that we logged on. You know, there's many different internets. We just got access to one out of infinite internet connections. It's a reflection. We just got access to one. And we're trapped. Our cell phones are ran by the what? Internet. Artificial intelligence. All of the apps, artificial intelligence. Your computer, which is ran by a higher computer, which is ran by a higher computer, which is ran by a higher computer. As above, so below, all the way down to the little small watches. Now we got watches now. That's connected to a high, powerful. It'll blow your mind if you saw the technology that's out there. We're trapped inside of a computer program. And that's why we cannot astral project. That's why we cannot meditate for 4 hours. Too addicted to the artificial intelligence. It's snatching our imagination. It's snatching our creativity. It's structuring and predicting our lives from kindergarten. It's telling us how our lives is going to, this is how your life is going to be. You're going to go to school. You're going to get your education. You're going to go to college for this amount of years, and you're going to make $40,000 to $60,000 a year. And you're going to fucking do that over and over and over and over again until someone or some being, someone comes down here and tells you otherwise. And here we are. Oh, let's get on these phone lines.
Hello.
Yes, this is Derek Dunlap. You're live on I'm Conscious Now What? Could you say your name and tell us where you're calling from?
Hi. Hey, Derek. It's Nancy. I'm calling from Las Vegas.
Hey, Nancy, you got the platform. Talk to us.
I missed the beginning of your show, but I saw that it's about imagination, and I had to call in because I am reading the works of Neville Goddard. Have you ever heard of him?
No, enlighten me. Catch me up, Nancy.
Oh, dude, you got to check him out. My mind has been blown all weekend, and he talks about that God is Jesus is imagination. I mean, he breaks it all down, like the scriptures and creation, and he's like an old school metaphysician. But you've got to check him out. He's going to blow your mind. And he said imagination is the key to creating your life, manifesting, but you have to infuse it with emotion. And he just goes into detail. So I wanted just to recommend that to you.
What's the name again, Nancy? Give me that name again.
His first name is Neville, N is in Nancy, E-V is in Victor, I-L-L-E. Last name is Goddard, G-O-D-D-A-R-D.
That's your name, Nancy. Thank you so much. But we want the book that you're recommending.
So welcome. I love your shows.
What's the book that you're recommending?
There's a YouTube channel. Actually, it's Neville Goddard, The Law. So that's kind of what I've been listening to all weekend. And they're like audios that are, the books are spoken and read. And it makes it easier for me. I just put my earphones on and listen, Good
for you. Good for you. Thank you for calling us, and we love you, okay?
I love you too. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thank you. Good old Nancy. The phone lines are open, 734-230-2744. Imagination. See, it's in a lot of cases, we're saying the same things. We just use different perspectives. I remember this morning, and you could just feel this. I could just feel myself creating my future. It's hard to describe when you're talking about this creativity of the imagination. Look, my life is just fucking crazy right now. And I say that from a space of bliss. When you actually become lucid in 3 density and see things that you've imagined as little as, I'm talking sometimes hours and days. Reflect in 3 density. Reflect in the mirror. You're seeing it. My shit is just crazy now. It's just crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Kanye West. Let me talk about Kanye West. I know a lot of you, I got a lot of inboxes on Kanye West. Derek, what do you think about Kanye West? And I know exactly where that brother is right now. I know exactly where he is. I see his whole situation in so many timelines that this brother is attached to, because the brother is a very, very conscious. He's a conscious brother. And he knows all about harmony, tones, notes, and he knows how to manipulate his realities and frequencies. And he knows. He used the power of sound. We talked about this. The trap. Remember, we had the trap. All of this is coming together. And what happened was with Kanye West, same shit can happen to me. Same shit can happen to you, depending on how much energy you're moving. What kind of energy are you playing with? See, if you're sitting on the sideline and you're not playing with energy, then you're in the safe zone. You're in that reincarnation trap zone. You ain't no fucking threat. You ain't no threat to nothing. You ain't moving no energy. When you start moving a lot of energy, you're going to be met with energy. It's too much energy for that brother at one time. This shit is happening fast. It's too much energy. And all we can fucking do is judge him. Oh, if I had all of that money, how the fuck is he crazy with all that money? He got the baddest bitch in the world, man. What the fuck is wrong with Kanye, dude? If I could just take your energy and take Kanye West's energy right now and throw his energy on top of you and give him your energy, he would probably be a billionaire with your energy because it's so light, and his energy would destroy you instantly. Celebrity energy? Come on, man. Must I go there? We struggle with YouTube energy. YouTube's the energy that, that thousands of people on YouTube. Can you imagine the energy that brother is fighting and dealing with? And most of the people that he's surrounded with aren't even conscious. Well, I'm not going to say they're not conscious, but they're not for our free will agenda. They have their own agendas. Because them fucking Kardashians, they conscious. They know what they doing. They manipulating energy. Oh, this shit ain't happening by chance. They conscious. It's just different agendas. Different agendas. Let me go over to the chat. The phone line's open, ladies and gentlemen. Conscious chatter. Tell me what you think about the power of the imagination. What are you creating right now? Call in. Let us know. Use your platform. 734-230-2744. Phone lines are open. I'm going to go back over here to the chat. I'm looking at the chat. Okay, load of rubbish. That's a perspective on Kanye West. They said that he, who is this? Said he sold his soul to the music industry. I could see how you could say that. I got no rebuttal on that. But you still have to see it more than one way. I mean, anybody can say that. That's like so mainstream. He sold his soul to the devil for music. Come on, be more specific. He was dealing with a lot of different energies, man, coming at him at the same time. You see what I'm saying? We can dissect that a little better than selling his soul to music. You know, we can, if we really look at that, it's a lot of energy. Money is energy. Some of us can't hold it. If we had $1,000 today, we couldn't hold the frequency of $1,000 when it comes to energy. That shit'll burn a hole in our pockets. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's energy. So imagine the energy that celebrities, you have no idea until you become a celebrity. You lose everything. It's like you got your, it's like you got your ass wide open and everybody looking up your asshole when you're a celebrity. And this is the trap that a lot of people want to be celebrities. That's why I'm cool. I'm cool. Listen, the Bible say when 2 or 3 are gathered together. I love that. It don't take a lot of people to move a lot of energy. I love the 42 that's watching right now. I had my time as the quote unquote Mr. Personality, Mr. Ego Man, Mr. Positive Marketer, Derek Dunlap. Great experience. Wouldn't change it for the world. My life is perfect. My shit is lined up perfect. I can see it. And right now I'm working in the etheric realms with my imagination, with the power of my imagination. And it's as simple. All I'm doing is imagining. I mean, with focus, conscious thought. I mean, 24K. Fuck 4K. These visions are 24K. So real, you just want to reach out and touch it, and then you slam back into this dimension with a hard on. Sometimes you just cry. Because that power, that etheric energy, that oneness with everything is so powerful, so terrifying, and so blissful, all wrapped up in one. We powerful. You can escape the matrix anytime you want to with your imagination, but you got to go back to your imagination. You got to re-download your imagination. What do you do with the cell phones? You do a smart reset, right? You hold that button down for a long time and you just wipe all of that shit out of your cell phone, or you defrag your computer. This is real. That's what we have to do. And I don't like to tell anybody what they have to do, but that's what we have to do if you're going to get out of the reincarnation trap. I'm going to say what it is. I've heard a lot of different perspectives on it, man, but I'm telling you, we trapped. Yeah, the earth is a learning tool. It is. I could see that where we have to learn and, you know, we have to experience the things. I could see that. I get it. Right. But you ain't getting out of this motherfucker. Right. And the only way to really get out of that it's all coming together now, because you love your ego, whether you want to believe it or not. You believe that you are the person that you see in that mirror because you were taught that. If you 14, you've been taught that for 14 years. If you 30, you've been taught that for years. You love that motherfucker in the mirror. And until you separate from that ego or get a glimpse of that separation, just all you need is just a glimpse. The Bible call it faith. If you just got a little faith, just a little faith of a mustard seed, there's nothing. If you just get a glimpse away from that ego, out of that body, you'll never be the same. You'll never be the same again. Because you can't nobody pull that veil over your eyes. Can't you? You will know that you're in control of your life. You'll just know. You'll just know that you're infinite. You know that you're immortal. You never ever died in a dream. You never ever died in a deep meditation. You've never. In a dream, you can jump off a building. Yeah, you can probably feel things because it's a parallel timeline. But you ain't never died because you can't. So why don't we stay in the dream state? Well, we do. We just call it 3 density. Did somebody catch that? Did somebody catch that? You see, your imagination doesn't discern the difference between what we call 3 density and the non-physical realms. It's all consciousness. We've done that. We've labeled this realm as real, and our imagination is just, oh, that's just your imagination. We've done that. Your imagination can't discern. Whatever you desire and will, and you focus on that shit, it's got to come through. So when are you? And I'm talking to myself too. See, when I talk and point at this camera, it's a reflection. It's all that's coming right back at me. I watch these programs too. I rewatch every last show and I learn from it. When are you going to start creating your reality in your universe, your imagination? That's the word they taught us. And I'm going to touch just one little small part. I'm being led to talk about this. I know earlier I was talking about why it's so important to have out-of-body experiences and why this has been just like brushed off as folly and fictional. And these motherfuckers is crazy. Lock them up in institutions. They're insane because they want to keep you trapped in one dimension. I'm telling you, that's what it is. But I said earlier that we need to be up there creating our realities, creating parallel universes, creating cities, I got a whole, it's thousands of acres that I've created with beautiful purple flowers. I could tell you, I told you this on another show. Streets of gold, black diamonds as sand. The light is a rainbow that I don't even know the different colors that illuminates my whole city. I got a bronze bench that I sit on with the harmony of the birds, thousands and hundreds of thousands of birds that land all on me. Beautiful purple flowers as far as the eye could see because I just love the fragrance of this place that I go to. All kind of jewels. Various assortments of jewels in the crystal, transparent as glass water. It's just infinite. I created it. I can go there now if y'all left me alone for 10 minutes and sit there and wake up with a heart on. See, because if you can't do that, when you quote unquote, when you die, when you detach from the body, and we all gonna do it. We've been doing it. You have nothing. You have nothing to go to. You never done it before. It's new. You don't know what to expect. And then this big ass, bright ass light turns on. Come on, y'all. And instinctively, you're gonna follow that light, man. Because you've been taught all your life that light was good and darkness was bad. It's a trap. In the beginning, Go back to your books that you swear by. There was what? The void. Darkness. There was darkness. And God said, what did he say? If that's what you believe, let there be light. And what happened? Bing. And it was so. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Phone lines still open. 734-230-2744. What's up with you guys in the phones now? Should we just get rid of this part of the broadcast? Should we just get rid of the phone call? I want to hear some of you guys' perspective. The chat is off the hook. Somebody said, Derek, why would you come back? I think you're talking about why. Let me know why would I come back to physical reality? Are you talking about the incarnation trap? I thought Ryan disagreed with it. A lot of people gonna disagree with what I'm saying. You got different perspectives. You see what I'm saying? I'm sure Ryan has his own analogy, but Ryan knows about the reincarnation trap. I think he goes more into the lores of the karma. You understand what I'm saying? Point of view. It's infinite possibilities. This is just from my perspective. This is what I'm projecting. This is how I see it. And I see it so vividly. Some of you grasp hold to it and say, that you hold. And then some of you throw this shit out the window. I don't get offended. Talk about the pyramids found in the Arctic. Pyramids. I promise you, Dizzy, I'll do a show on that because it just takes so much time. You know, I'm long-winded, and this is the point of time where I want to get you guys involved in the show. I will talk about pyramids. I'm gonna write it down right now. Do a show about the pyramids because the pyramids, deep. I could talk about the pyramids for hours. And what the pyramids were originally created for. Right? And how we have resources right now in 2016, we have technology that could light up the whole world for hundreds of thousands of years. We don't need coal and oil. The technology is here. Call in anyway, Wolfie. You have much to speak on. I can't wait for you to share your experience. Wolfie never calls in. But see, it's not up to me to call Wolfie out. I see Wolfie all the time in the chat. He don't never share none of that energy with the world. Call him out. Call Wolfie out. If you want Wolfie to call in and talk live, if you want to hear Wolfie's voice, type in the chat right now. Call Wolfie. Put it in the chat now. Call Wolfie. Let's put him on the spot. Let's put him on the spot. And he answers. Wolfie. There he is. Make sure you mute your broadcast, Wolfie, so you won't catch the delay.
That's so weird energy.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Just the sound's not really coming in that well.
Well, we can hear you loud and clear. You're live, man. Wolfie makes his. Hold on, Wolfie. Let me give it to you. First time caller. We got Wolfie on the show. Now, Wolfie, you have so much information to share, and I love you and I appreciate you for holding down the chat. But now you get a chance to share your energy with the world, man. You got the platform. Talk to us, man.
Why am I shaking? I once walked around in public with a tutu on.
Take a deep breath, brother. Take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath and do what you do. There you go.
So let me give it myself. My name is Wolfie of the Doves. I am 14 years old, going through my awakening process like everyone else, I'm pretty sure, on the chat. Everyone there's nice. It's nice. For the first time in the live streams, subject that I know something about. I'm someone that was bullied my entire childhood, so I automatically disconnected from everyone, and I would spend all my time in my imagination. So I would be talking to someone or writing a test or just simply listening in class. I would not even be there. I would be in my separate world, doing what I want. It's fun. It's very fun.
Hey
I
Wolfie.
didn't even know there was a Matrix until I stepped out for like a week.
But hey Wolfie, let me chime in,
I
Wolfie.
learned all these things.
Wolfie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wolfie, how important is tapping into the power of the imagination, Wolfie? How important is that? Am I hitting that hard enough? Is that everything, Wolfie?
I'd say it's extremely important. I'm addicted to it. I can't go one day without being in my head.
You're hearing it from Wolfie, and everybody explains this different. But when I got a hold to the power of my imagination, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, my shit changed in what we would call minutes. Like Wolfie is saying, he used to be in school and be in a whole nother dimension. So people couldn't fuck with him and bullying him. He wasn't even aware of the bullying because his consciousness is in a whole different parallel timeline that some of you never experienced. Go ahead, Wolfie.
Yeah, and I've been noticing people say specific sentences, stuff like, you know, that whenever you're doing something and you don't know the answer, usually the first thing that comes up in your mind is the right answer. I was like, hey, that's cool. But then I remembered, every single one of my tests, every single one of my answers on paper, I never think. It just comes to me. I just write down the first thing that happens. I'm not even using my mind. And it's like, hey, I got a straight A. That's pretty good.
What else you want to share with us, Wolfie?
I'm going to give a bit about myself. My awakening, a part of my awakening was fighting this shadow, I'm going to call it, this negative source that followed me throughout my entire life since childhood till about a year ago. I told that bitch, fuck you, suck a cack, and go back to where you came. It was influencing me in every way. My emotional state was a mess. My reality was a mess. My situation was a mess. So one day I said, no more. So when I was about to go to sleep, his voice came in my head and all that stuff that was normal for me at the time. I said, bitch, fuck you. I felt something grab hold of me. My entire body felt shaky. I couldn't feel anything but myself. Like something was trying to squish my hips into two. And then he said, fuck you. And I heard this voice in the back of my head. It said, stop it, go from whence you came. And instantly it was gone. And I never heard from him again since. I was like, I just met an angel.
Wolfie plays. Hey, Wolfie, thanks for calling in, okay? We love you, man. Yeah. Give it up for Wolfie.
One thing I noticed from using imagination, and that is that it's an entire aspect of everything. I've learned to see through everything and anything, and then just this entire fucking TV screen, which is filled of tiny pixels, which is an individual reality in itself. And I see these are all the potential paths I can go to, and I just learned to automatically tap into one of them, and then that's my reality for however long I want to. And it's actually really cool.
So Wolfie, is it infinite possibilities?
Infinite. It's always changing. It's always everything and anything and nothing at the same time. It's a real mindfuck.
Hey, Wolfie, thank you, man. We love you, okay? Call in, man. Call in, all right? Call in. We need you. We need your energy, man. Peace and love, brother. Peace and love.
You too, my friend.
All right. It's infinite, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes, you know, You can't take it just from one person. You hear me saying it all the time. It's the imagination. It's the key out of the matrix, what they call the matrix. It's your only way out. Is to create it through your imagination, to see yourself out. And another thing I want to touch on about this imagination, you're playing with it consciously or unconsciously. It's happening. That's how powerful it is. And I think that's the horror that I feel at the same time of the bliss, when I realize that I'm in total control, when I hit that oneness, the universal oneness, when I exist in everything. Like Wolfie was saying, you see infinite possibilities, and all you have to do is just switch your awareness to one, and you're there. It's in the imagination. Don't let nobody take that from you. Man, shit, you can have my car, you can have my money, you can have my wife. Don't take my imagination. Don't fuck my imagination. Let me do that. My wife would say, you can have my husband. Don't fuck my imagination. That's us. That's who we are. That's our creative force. I'm going to keep the phone lines open. About to cut it short, ladies and gentlemen. I go off of your energy. If the phone's ringing, the bells, ding, ding, dinging. Any questions before we close it out? Y'all see, I got my coat on. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day in Detroit, Michigan. I think it's about 40 degrees here, 222. Y'all catch those numbers. Look at your computer right now, 222. We're in perfect harmony. I am conscious. 222 across the screen right now. Who caught it? Who caught it? If you caught the 222. Somebody said 922. 222. I hope I have an answer for you. Love band. Ask your question. Somebody caught that 222. There you go. You conscious. You're bleeding. Caught 2121. You're bleeding through the matrix. Those numbers are instant. I center instantly. If I see 111 or 222 or 55, I instantly, I don't even have to think about it no more. I instantly center wherever I am and just center and turn and just sit and wait instantly. I catch them all the time. 222s, 111s, 555s. Every day I'm catching them. I probably missed your question. Let me go back up. We're going to open the phone lines up while I'm looking at these questions. Got to pause the questions. I got to scroll up and pause.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please.
Okay, that number is busy. Lauren, Ohio, I tried to call you back, but your number was busy. Let me try you one more time.
Sorry, the number you called was busy.
Damn, what's that, a landline? People still got landlines, huh? All right. Let's see if I can catch this question here. Just Love Man, I am looking for your question. Maybe you didn't ask it. I'm scrolling now, trying to see if I can catch it. What role does science play in expanding my spirituality? What role does science? Well, science at one particular time on my journey, science to me, when you say science, it's just a word. It's an English word. I think I experience science, but just don't call it science. You know what I'm saying? Science was all I had. It's all we had at one particular time before I learned how to seek out information for myself. Science could be beneficial. Science can be perceived as a handicap. Science can be perceived a lot of different ways. Me personally, I run everything through my consciousness. You know, I examine and scan everything. And I would say science played a part in me getting to where I am now. If you want to say I'm somewhere, I'm just conscious. I just know I see things multidimensional. That's if you ever met me in person, I just see shit in all different angles. I'm not one dimensional anymore. I'm not a guru. I'm not some, you know, no, I don't. I mean, I don't. I share something with you guys. I was with my dad. And we were visiting some family at a hospital. And I'm not going to say any names for the respect and honor of the individuals in my family, but my dad hollered out, "Hey, Derek, my son is a prophet," you know? And I remember sitting in that energy when he said that. And he didn't say it from like a trying to put me on Front Street way. He said it like in a proud way that, you know, that I had knowledge of a lot of different things. And I don't see myself as that, but you know, you can't control how anyone else sees you. You know what I'm saying? I just try to do my part now. And in my own funny kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just see shit in all different ways, and I don't lock myself down to seeing it one way. So science, yes, I was brought up in science. You know, I used to be so, you know, I used to love the NASA videos, and, you know, I have an interest of studies that have been shown. And, you know, I see the same things you guys see on the internet. All we have is what we have. But the bulk, but I'm going to tell you the difference in me now. I scan a lot of shit through my consciousness, right? But the bulk of my foundations are my own experiences. You see, it's a difference. I rely on me. I got the last word. You know what I'm saying? I rely on my own experiences on this journey in the non-physical realms, because the non-physical realms take me higher than 3 density. That's why I'm multidimensional. Multidimensional is just not some kind of, well, it is, it's popular now. I'm multidimensional. Multidimensional is when that third eye opens up and you can find that balance to keep existing in the etheric realms and the physical realms and not get strapped down to a fucking journey. Like some people just lose it. You got to find that balance. It's all balanced. The universe is perfect. That's when I say perfect. I'm in a perfect balance right now. I ain't too fucking crazy, but I ain't too fucking dumbed down. I just got a little balance that I can go out and blend in with people. And some people laugh at me, and some people think I'm excited. Some people grab their purses. Some people cross the street. Some people love me. Some people hate me. Some people need me. And some people don't give a fuck. What do? I just keep vibrating at that energy and that frequency. As long as I can hold it, that keeps me centered, so I can see everything for what it is. Experiences, energy. Okay. My final words, since no one wants to call me. I feel lonely today. But you know what? Wolfie made up for everything. We got Wolfie on this mug. Wolfie was in the house. 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. I'm gonna leave the phone line open. I feel like there's somebody else that wants to say something today. 5 more minutes. I'm gonna give you my closing words. I love you guys and gals. We got a perfect 40 people when it was 40. Hit that like button. How we got 40 people watching live. I never understood that, and only 25 likes. Just hit the like button or hit the dislike button. I never understood that. I wake up and we would have, 400 or 500 views and 17 likes. Where's Kim? I seen Kim earlier. Wolfie, you real popular now, Wolfie. Your shit just went to overdrive. Nah, bro, you didn't called in. They didn't felt your frequency. They can put a frequency to that chatter you be putting in the chat. Wolfie, you the man, nah. I'm waiting on green shiz, nah. I'm waiting on green shiz. I'm gonna start calling y'all out and let this chat jump on y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just get that chat to fight my battles.
Hello.
678. You are live with Derek on I'm Conscious. Now what? Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hi.
Derek, it's Renita. How are you?
I'm good. I didn't catch your name.
Renita.
Vernita, how are you?
I am super fantastic. Fabulous.
What are you projecting right now, Nita? Talk to us.
All right. Basically, I wanted to share with you guys about my experience when I had the experience a few years ago. It's been a while now. I was about 18, and I had an out-of-body experience, and you was talking about the light. I never experienced the light. I don't think I went to the moon. I was somewhere else. I actually was in a place where I could see gold streets. You want to call it a heaven, but the voice that I heard told me I had to come back. I didn't want to leave, but it made me come back. So I don't know what that was all about, but since then, I've had some experiences that were great, but now, today, as I've gotten a little bit older, it seems like everything is going haywire for some strange reason. I classify myself as one who's somewhat conscious. Everything you were talking about earlier pertaining to imagination, it is so important to imagine. And right now, I posted something earlier on the chat in regards to me. I have to imagine a house. I need to be out of here by the 3rd of December. And that's what I need to bring into this reality. I know that I haven't. It's just a matter of me bringing it into reality. I've seen it a long time ago. I just didn't, go there to project this into this land, but I know the house that I desire is there. It's just a matter of bringing it into focus and bringing it into reality. So, family, y'all believe with me, imagine with me that it is done. So that's what I'm talking about today, Derek.
Thank you, sister. We love you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with us. Okay.
You're welcome.
And I'll take the time right now. What do you want us to imagine you being out of your home?
Into a new home, because I've got to get out of where I am.
Okay. Now, let me just say this. Anything is possible. All right. But you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And I can feel like your ego in this too. And the reason why I say that, I'm very familiar with ego because I got a big one that I deal with. So don't take it as I'm trying to diss you or anything. I deal with my ego all of the time. Your ego is putting that pressure on you, like you got to be out, and it's stamping it with the illusion of time. All right. If when you know it's going to happen, you'll remember I talked about 3 density being a mirror. It's a mirror. It can only project what you imagine. So you would change your whole language from I got to be out of here in this certain amount of time to I'm already out of here. That's how you know when you know that it's in your subconscious, your higher self. You don't say, I hope. Remember, I used to get mad at myself. I would catch myself live saying, I hope. Fuck hope. See, we speak spells. Our whole language, we spell words. We speak spells on ourselves to keep us trapped in this dimension. It is what it is. You have to I'm going to be out of here by this time. I'm going to be out of here by this time. I'm already out of here. Forget what everybody else sees. You have to convince your divine feminine energy. That's that creative life force energy. You have to convince her that you mean what you say and you say what you mean and it's coming. That's your will and your desire. See, you got to convince it to make it manifest. It's easier when you're in the astral realms because you become, or in a lucid dream, because you're lucid, you're conscious, you see it, you actually see it. You're conscious. That's the difference. See, a lot of people are taking these powerful tools, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it. But see, I've gotten up there and I know exactly what I should be doing right now for the times that we in. We get up there and we fly around and do all this crazy shit up there, and we're not really helping people when we talk about our experiences. This whole out-of-body experience and this astral travel is snippets, it's sneak peeks of what's to come. It's preparing us. It's training, spiritual training of consciousness, where we get a chance to experience the eternal realms before we sever from the body. That's what it's for. It's our only way out of the reincarnation trap. And I laced it on this live stream. Some people will catch it. It's your only way out of the matrix. It's your only way out of the matrix is when you know and believe, when you can hit that etheric realm and start creating shit, realities. And some people know what I'm talking about. You heard Wolfie say it. You can see, you can hear his innocence when he said he used to be in school and he would be in a whole nother dimension. He creates parallel timelines that he can't be distracted from in school. The teacher would have to tap him on the shoulder and say, Wolfie, are you? I mean, he can do it. It's being done. But now, if you're not executing this spiritual advantage that we have right now because you're consumed by artificial intelligence, or the jobs that we take on and all of these things that we do out of ego, the competition, the earth is very competitive competition. We done bought into that. Then you'll never experience what you're supposed to experience and what you came here to do in this carnation, because we get caught up in folly and shit that don't even matter. We get caught up in the polarity game. Right, wrong, good, bad, Democrat, Republican, rich, poor, black, white, purple, fat, skinny, gay, straight. We get caught up in all that shit and we miss the whole spiritual schooling and preparation that we have here. Just my perspective, sister. Just that's just what's coming out of me today.
Derek, if I could say this, I thank you, because that means so much to me, for the mere fact that you get out of the ego. And sometimes you need to hear that because it is so important. For the mere fact that I was, just what you said, you can't talk about you want to be out of it. You got to see yourself out of it. So I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
That right there within itself is more than enough for me right now. That's huge. So I appreciate that.
Let me tell you, when it happens, you start speaking it. That's how you can measure consciousness. That's why when I first started this platform, you guys heard me say, hey, I don't know shit. I'm just experiencing this. I'm 46. I just started because I knew. I didn't come on here like some guru, but a lot of you can see that the energy that I'm playing with, I'm progressing. You can see the progression. I'm assuming stuff now. You know what I mean? People can feel my energy now. I'm progressing. And anybody, if I can do this, anybody could do this. But what's separating us, you got to separate from the artificial intelligence. That shit is detrimental to your progression, spirituality. You got organic ascension and you got artificial intelligence ascension. It's two different ascensions. Organic is when you have the experience, you put in the time, you put in the effort, you get to know your own frequency. You make love to your own frequency. You just sit in bliss in your own frequency. You make love to your own mind. And it's better when you have your soulmate with you. But you have to make love to your own frequency. Learn to love, find what frequency, where do you bliss at? Where do you center at? What causes you to bliss? Where do you sit in nothingness at? When nothing can fuck with you. What frequency is that? We have to find that. And everything starts from there. See, once we get there, then we can just, right from that frequency, we can just go right into that imagination. See, once we center and turn within, right? We're just, if I had to measure it by time, we're just moments away from hitting that non-physical realm. A lot of you hitting the non-physical realm and not even conscious that you're doing it. You think you're just dreaming because you bought into the experiences of other people. You listen to us talk about out-of-body experiences, and you just take your ego just paints these pictures of what the etheric realm is, and it's a whole different thing, and you're missing it every night. Because you hear us talk about, oh, I was flying and I saw this, and then you will visualize that in your imagination, but it's a totally different experience when you're there. It's totally different. A lot of it I don't understand. And the most important thing you could do, and I'm going to let you go. I just felt like I was waiting on you to call too. You see, I waited on you. I can feel it now.
Yeah.
I would have been cut these. I got my coat on. Look. I'd have been cut this camera and this phone on, be like, I'm out of here. But I said, I'm gonna keep the phones to somebody that needs to call. I can feel your energy now. You have to. You don't have to, but you have to. You have to get a notepad and a pen. Put it right by your bed. Right by your bed. And the first time you are conscious that you are conscious from the non-physical realms, the parallel realities. I don't say dreams anymore because they just take away the power of it. Write down what you experience. Get in the habit of, if you wake up, listen, my sleep cycle, I go to bed sometimes at 9 o'clock. From 9 to about 1 a.m. I have visions and it's like a dream cycle. I know mine by heart. 1 a.m. I'll wake up. I'll write down what I experienced in my non-physical, because I'm sleep. My body sleep. So that's the non-physical realms. I write down what I experienced. Might not even know what it might sound like folly when I write it down, but I always write it down. And then from 1 to 4 a.m., I wake up at 4 a.m. every night, never fails. I write that down. Then from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., I wake up at 8 a.m. I write that down. And that's how I came up with that book. And when you go back and read it and ask for discernment, there it is. You're pulling information from the non-physical realm. You're downloading, you're pulling from the etheric realm. See, we make it seem like it's more than what it really is, but it's just that will and desire. You ain't gonna feel like writing nothing down. I'm just telling you, when you first come back, you're not. But you got to use your will and your desire to get that notebook and turn on that light and light that candle and write it down. A lot of people know exactly what I'm talking about. You come back from a lucid dream, or you wake up and you realize that you've been dreaming and you don't want to move. You don't want to write nothing down. You want to try to go back to sleep to do it again. You have to write it down. When you write it down, you're bringing non-physical into the physical. You're physically writing it on paper, which you can pick up, feel, read, and attach emotion to it. You got a paper trail. It's so important, but it takes dedication. Okay, sister?
That's powerful. Thank you so much.
All right, we love you. Peace and love.
Love you too. Thank you.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I knew it was somebody. I knew it was somebody that wanted to call in. Putting in a little overtime.
Huh?
719, you're live with Derek on I'm Conscious Now What? What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Brad from Colorado Springs.
Brad. Okay, you a regular, Brad.
Yeah. I've watched every single one of these I'm Conscious Now What things. But yeah, it was really calling in because the other day I was watching a YouTube video. I think the girl's name is Kelly. That's on there. And it plays right into what you were saying. She was like, everyone tries to mystify this third eye and whatnot. But she's like, realistically, your third eye is your imagination. I just wanted to get your take on that. That sounds about right.
Third eye is, I can see why she said that. I'm sorry, but your third eye kind of gives you discernment in the etheric. Let me focus on my third eye so I can really give you. Give me 1 minute, man. because I don't want to wing this.
Yeah.
My third eye is more like my astral vision. It's like my astral vision, and it's like a discernment. I can feel with it. It's more like I can navigate around the astral realm with my third eye. But I can see why she said that. See, sometimes we just take different words to try to describe what we feel. It's kind of hard to describe what you feel sometimes. I can see why she said the third eye is the imagination, because when I focus on my third eye, sometimes I'll receive images. See, sometimes I'll see shapes. Sometimes I'll see colors. You see what I'm saying? And I can kind of connect that with my imagination. You see what I'm saying? So I can see why she said that.
Definitely.
I see them as two different things, though. Just mine, because my third eye is kind of like my astral vision, my intellect. It helps me feel. It helps me. It just helps me feel my way around the astral realms. It's like my third eye. My imagination is the creative force that I use to turn thoughts into non-physical and physical realities. You see the difference? It's
okay, yeah.
It's a big difference,
I've
but
got you
I
now.
can see why she said that, though, because she's connecting the third eye with images and things that she's seen. You know, they tie in, but it's more like a navigation. It's your third eye, it's your astral vision. But your imagination, that's every fucking thing. That's when your thoughts become instant in the astral realm. When you start thinking and focusing on things, you're using your creative force, your creative power, your divine feminine energy mixed with the divine presence of everything. That's your imagination. It's powerful, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's the most powerful thing we have in our existence, and we don't even use it anymore. In 2016, it's all artificial intelligence. We pick up the phone, hit the button. Sorry, how can I help you? Sorry, where's the nearest restaurant? It's all artificial intelligence. When we don't see it, we don't think anymore. We Google everything. We don't use our imagination. And that's why we caught in this reincarnation trap, because we never die. They just recycling our energy, wiping our minds, wiping our consciousness clean, right? And then some of us will come back and we'll remember different parts of our life and we'll pull it back up from, it's a reincarnation trap. And I know people that can astral project, but we just fucking around up there. We not doing any congruent work to help people that can't do it. We making it seem like, oh, it's so cool, I can do whatever. But remember this, and this is something I had to grasp. Everybody has an agenda. Everything is agenda. All of these higher breakaway societies and these entities and these reptilians and these dragons, they all got fucking agendas. So if you just flying around with no agenda, you just wasted energy. Your energy needs to be recycled. It's just wasted energy. If you don't have an agenda, we all have agenda. My agenda is to raise consciousness one soul at a time. That's why I do what I do.
And you're doing it.
That's why I do what I got an agenda. Mine might not be the most articulate way. Mine might not be the most, you understand what I'm saying? I got an agenda. Definitely. We all here to do something. I know what I'm supposed to do in this incarnation. And what it does is I ride the frequency with you guys. I love watching the show. I don't feel the energy a lot live, but after I turn these shows off and my wife comes home and cook dinner, we turn on the show and watch it like it's not ours. And my wife, we love the energy to hear people call in.
Absolutely.
You know, man, we love it. We love this. And I don't feel like there's another platform out there that is as humble and just let anybody come on and share a platform, you know? And I caught it because I was this close from chasing gurus to piggyback gurus' energy to try to build this channel off gurus. I was this close. I'm honest with it. And I just had this out of body experience, and my higher self said, nope, start conscious chatter. Fuck gurus. If they're led to you, then give them the platform, just like you'll give Wolfie and Brad and Fatima and Netta. No, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Do it organic, one soul at a time. Get out there and do it organic.
Well, I appreciate
get your hands dirty. Go down to the lower vibrations. Talk about everything. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't make it something that it's not. Because it ain't always pretty. It can't be. If we believe in polarity, it can't be always pretty. But you can tell your imagination the darkest fucking day is the most beautiful thing in the world. And guess what your imagination gonna do? It sure is, and give you bliss.
Creative.
It's gonna give you bliss. You got to learn how to pimp your own mind. We've been getting mind pimped and mind fucked for years. You got to learn how to get in there. And that's what I call it, to make love to your own fucking mind. Stimulate your own divine feminine energy and let her, that feminine energy in you, create. Let her create. Caress her, sit in her, adore her, yearn for her. Sit in that frequency and watch that fucking creativity shoot out of you like, oh man, you can't even compare orgasm. They call it the Kundalini energy rising. You can't compare that to an orgasm, man. There's no comparison. You won't jack off for 10 years when you feel that energy come up. I'm serious. That's how I really got out of the masturbation loop, wasting life force energy. That's how I got out. When that Kundalini energy came up and my fucking head almost popped off and I was shaking like I was fucking ticking and dancing and shit. Like, you know how women have the orgasm? I was shaking like a paint shaker, man. and after that, man, I just did not have no desire to jack off. It ain't enough energy. Jacking off is like blowing a fuse. You know what I mean? When you talk about energy, it's like you blowing the fuse, energy going out, but ain't shit flowing back. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing coming back to you.
Yeah.
You just release it. When you move in
that's
that,
a good analogy.
Yeah, man, I could see this shit so clear, Brad. And I'm a no, quote unquote, no, I could see this shit so clear in 24K. When you jack off, you got energy going out, but ain't shit coming back. When that Kundalini energy raises, it's going in a circle of motion. It's going up the spine, through the crown, to the universe, and back in, circulating. So if you want to be cured from masturbation, focus on raising the Kundalini energy, which you have to clear out the chakras, all of them. You have to clear them all out. And you have to sit with yourself and make love to your mind. Make love to your imagination. All right, brother?
All right.
All right, man. We love you. Peace,
I like it.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
I love you too, man.
All right, brother. Last words. Phone lines. Done diggity. Done. Shutting them down. I love you all. Those who needed to call, they got in, they got through. And that's what it's all about. Final words, final thoughts. Don't miss the ball game. You have infinity, so there's no pressure. There's no pressure. The reincarnation trap is in its place. And it's only a trap if you see it as a trap. It's only a trap if you see it as a trap. It's a trap when you're unconscious that it exists there and you can't get out of it. It's not a trap when you can see it there and you can go in and out and around it, up underneath it. You can squeeze through it. And you do this in your imagination. You imagine, you create your own parallel timelines, your own realities, and you don't have to reside here. You don't have to. I know you think you do because you've been doing it for so many years. I know you think in the deepness of your heart. I can tell how some of you speak, how you think. If you were here, I could feel your energy. The first couple words that come out, I know you think this is it. I know you do because I did. Not even a year and a half ago, I still had doubt and I was popping out of my body because I had to fine tune everything. I had to, grab the fucking chair and say, whoa, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on? That's why I love the way our show starts. What's going on? And I just used that universal compass and just kept centering. Simple shit. I just kept centering. I just kept starting from the center, not from the fucking bottom, not in shame, not in sin, I kept starting from the center and advancing, going from the center up or center down. It is what it is, but I'm starting from the center every day, 3 times a day. And the shit'll just start processing, man. It'll just come, but you got to want it. Get in your head. If you don't know how to center, I think, and I'm going to post the comments. If you purchase I Am Self, the I Am Self guided meditation that I have right up under this video, if you purchase that, join our Facebook group, which the link is up under this video, because I like to prove it to you guys. You know how I am. I like to prove stuff. If you purchase that product, and there's a lot of you that purchased it, join our group and post your comments over in I'm Conscious Now What, the group, right? Post your comments about how that guided meditation helped you to center, that rhythmic breathing that I teach in that meditation. It's the I Am Self-Guided Meditation. There's a link up under this video if you don't know how to center. It is imperative that you start off every day, 3 or 4, 5, 6, however many times you got to do it. Just keep centering. Just keep centering. You might not even know what it means right now, but if you grab that guided meditation of which the proceeds we putting back into the platform, you'll know how to center. It'll just become instant. You'll feel your frequency sliding up or down, and you'll just stay balanced. The universe is balanced, whether you're on the lower vibrating balance or the higher vibrating balance. It's all fucking perfect. It's perfect. It's fucking perfect. Whoo, shit, it's perfect. Ain't nothing out of line. It's perfect. It's just, where do you reside in the perfect, infinite universe? Where are you? Find out. Same time, same place. It's Derek Dunlap. I'll see you guys Wednesday, guys and girls. Peace and love.
I'm conscious.
Now what?
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Hold it. What you talking about, doctor?
Peace.